G'day, welcome to the new channel. I'm really excited to share this first one with you. I see it as a bit of a get to know me kind of episode, learning about me, where I've come from, and obviously my new build, which is a Mahindra Scorpio. So my name's Daniel and I live here in the Gold Coast in Australia. I'm right in the middle at the moment of packing for a trip because I'm a filmmaker who goes traveling around Australia capturing off-road content, promotional content for companies, customer testimonials, as well as photography for products, a whole variety of different things in the lifestyle and outdoor space. So you're probably wondering, why did I choose a Mahindra Scorpio? Well, I've been lucky enough to film with Mahindra Australia for the past 2.5 years. At the beginning of 2023, which we're in now, the Mahindra Scorpio was ready to be launched. I got the opportunity of driving the one of 4 Mahindra Scorpios in Australia down to the Victorian High Country, where we were going to film with John Ruth, or Ruthie as people know, meeting up with Ben from Hunter Valley Mahindra, who is one of the testers of this car in Australia. We drove all the way through the Victorian High Country for 3 to 4 days in off-road and on-road conditions, while we created some great content for the launch of the Mahindra Scorpio. I was actually really blown away with how this car handled on and off-road, and I was actually in the market to buy a new vehicle as I had a Mitsubishi Triton that had just hit 300,000 kilometers. This is a business car, and I need it to perform on and off-road and be reliable, getting me to and from these remote locations for work. I also was interested in getting an XUV. I have a lot of gear, and a lot of the times I don't like it being in the back of a ute. Witnessing this vehicle and how it performed on and off-road is what made me realize that this is my next vehicle. At the moment, it's only got 4,500 kilometers on it, so it's very stock in and outside of the vehicle. I've been able to get it set up so that all my gear fits for the moment, as well as my camping gear, because I'm about to head south 6.5 hours to Gloucester to film a customer testimonial. Anyway, I'll jump in the driver's seat and explain a little bit further about the future of this channel and the vehicle's build. It's always so good to get back on the road. I get excited for weeks before a road trip, as there's just so much to see. I believe that you kind of get stuck in a routine, and it's always good to get out of your little bubble, explore, travel, and see so many different sites that you wouldn't normally see in your day-to-day routine. This time, I had a little bit of time up my sleeve, so I decided rather than take the coast road, which I've done so many times, I'd take the New England. I haven't done this in so many years, but so far, it's delivering. It's really got some different countryside that I really like seeing. Sometimes it's big open fields like at the moment, then it's really thick forest. And there's a lot of little country towns that are always so much fun to explore. I always like a good bakery. So anyway, I thought I'd talk about the future of this channel. I do so many trips around Australia for work, but I also have a couple of trips planned with mates now that they've got their cars set up. A couple of places pinned on the map that we want to do next year is the Cape and the Simpson Desert. I've already done the Simpson for work, but a couple of my mates haven't been there before, so I'm really excited to share that with them. But I also do a lot of trips for work, and that's of course where I'm going to really show a lot of what I do. That's what this car's designed for, as a camera car. And as much as I'm always busy filming, I'm hoping to capture a little bit more of the behind the scenes of how I capture all of that and what the car is able to provide for me on those trips. Speaking of a camera car, there's a lot of accessories that need to go on this thing so that I can run out of it with 12 volt as well as go off-road in all these remote locations. Luckily, I've been introduced to Ben from Hunter Valley Mahindra, who has a company called Ryebuck Engineering. The accessories that we've got planned for this vehicle is a front bull bar, rear bull bar, a snorkel, of course, super important because I go to Fraser Island where there's a few water crossings. Having a full draw system in the back with all my 12 volts set up to charge cameras, use my laptop to download footage, have a table, kitchen sort of set up. I'm also planning to have a sneaky little coffee machine in the back. I like to start my day with a good cup of coffee, and so do a lot of people that I travel with. And of course, there'll have to be a roof rack so that I can put all the solar panels to charge that all up. Ryebuck is allowing me to capture all this, so I really hope you'll join me on this journey. I'm not really a natural in front of the camera, I'm always behind the camera. However, I really look forward to creating some really stunning visuals that excite people and show just how beautiful this country is. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.